Hi guys, so today I'll be trying out this Griffin Ferris wheel easel die set. Truth be told, I bought this last year and I had every intention of trying it out and I just didn't get around to it. I think I even probably took it out of the packaging to show it, you know, in the haul. So we're going to try it out today. It is still available on HSN and is now on clearance, so there you go. A perk for, you know, not having seen it last year or waiting this long or however. So I'll have it linked in the description box, and those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why I grabbed it, because I love her easel dies as far as I like the designs for most part. I think some of them are kind of repetitive, so I didn't pick up all of them, but I usually get them all when they come out. I have the hearth that went along with this one, so if you like the winter hearth set, that's also on clearance. It's on the same link actually, so you'll choose the one that you want to choose, or both, or however. But I was just intimidated by it after I grabbed it, and now that I look at it, I'm like, what was so scary? I love that this set, she actually has separate dies. A lot of times it's the one die like this and maybe a couple little pieces that might help you decorate it one way or another. There's always like the little stopper. But then if you want to make it look like more, you have to do some fussy cutting, and, you know, I mean, some people enjoy that, some people don't. I'd rather make a card quicker than, you know, take longer, however. But this thing has all the pieces, so I don't know what I was doing. I mean, it has your base die, obviously. This is for the easel. A little flimsy, but, you know, it's heavy-duty stuff. Just be careful when you put this on your die cutting machine. Obviously, this is larger. You know, it's too wide to go into something like the Marquee, but if you have a smaller machine, even if you have like a Platinum 6, you can always just cut as much will fit on your plate, run it through, and then grab the rest of it, put on your plate, and run it through, so then the rest of it gets cut, right? So the length is generally not a problem, but this is 12 inches long. Obviously, you're getting paper that's about that long, and it's like 5 1/4 wide, at least it is there. So there you have that. It also has a background for this guy. And a lot of times, depending on the base, sometimes I'll use this to make the shaped card. Maybe not an easel, but at least a shaped card, because I like the way it's closer to this shape. Anyway, there's just different reasons why people like to do what they do with their Anna Griffin, you know, things like this. And when I put it on here, let's see, where does it fold? Here, huh? Okay. So this guy needs to be tucked in. It's just a little bit on the top sticking out. It probably won't bother me too much this time around. Sometimes it does. So we have that guy. You have the detail, you know, the actual die that makes it look like your carousel. Oh my goodness. Ah. Sorry guys, almost cut myself, and that was loud, and I apologize. We have this guy, that's your main piece, but then we have all these decorative pieces. So the little baskets, you know, that's a separate piece. This center portion with the spokes, maybe you want that a different color, maybe you use it, maybe you don't use it. You have this centerpiece, and you have a center for the centerpiece. So I don't know why I was like so scared to use it. I'm probably just gonna completely take this off of this and probably store it in a different way, because really I'm using every piece today, and this is getting pretty beat up, this paper. A lot of times I put them back on there, and then that's just how I put them away. I put everything Anna Griffin together, everything they're die and pressed together, or however, and that's just what I do. Okay, so there's always a little bit of info. Sometimes it's correct, sometimes it has some things that they kind of glossed over, so we'll just take a quick look. But basically, this is your main piece. You have your shadow layer, your top die cut, you know, and then all the embellishment layers, which I think are really great in this one. They're done really well. So let's just get started. I think let's do the base things, which for me are this guy, the shadow layer, and then the pretty one, and then we'll go from there. So let me grab some papers. I'll probably just use a larger machine that I have to cut this out, but again, if yours only goes to here, let that run through, and then readjust your plates that cover this area, maybe a little overlap from what you cut before, and then run it through, and it'll cut the rest of it for you, okay? But let me grab some papers, and I think I'm gonna make it very springy, sweet, you know, that's kind of what we're heading for. And I'll be right back. I actually grabbed this paper pack. I haven't used it in a while. Oops, sorry, I had my computer open over here. Now that I have this new setup, I can put my computer on here, and so, you know, it's very good. So anyway, let's see here. This one's been cut into before, and that might be a good option. The only thing is when I turn this paper's side is showing, so that's not the greatest, but it might be cute for this part. Yeah, let's cut it from here though, because I want more of the flowers, even though they're not going to be super visible, but this thing does have a lot of holes, so I think it'll still, you'll see some of that. So let's go ahead and do that there. You know what? That way I don't have to cut into that nice side. Well, either way, I'm just making choices here, like, you know, what works out for me. I'm just going to cut it up this way, and we'll cut it this way. And then that preserves that piece a little bit more, right? And a little bit's going to be showing in the background anyway. I'm trying to see what would make sense from this paper. I mean, this one's pretty busy. If that's in the back and it looks like this. Okay. So, also here, when I go to run this through, this is a nice side because we're pushing this in. So maybe this is facing at the bottom and then the other one gets flipped backwards, and then you're going to see this back side, you know, against this. So just kind of have that information in your mind. So I'm going to cut that out like that. This one, hopefully it's not too busy. We're getting pretty busy. I am going to do this one. Ooh, just maybe some shiny pink just to be fun, because then maybe this can be gold. Or should this be pink? Maybe let's do this gold. Basic, and maybe these will be fun colors. So I'm going to run this through, you know, Anna Griffin gold paper. It has some embossing, so whatever you need to do to get embossing going, do that. You are going to possibly cover these up if you're going to use these other bits though. So the other embossing is just these little guys, which again, we're also going to pop this on top of anyhow. So depending on the layering that you want to do, emboss it, don't emboss it. I think for this one, honestly, maybe I won't even emboss it because we are going to cover quite a bit. It does have some spaces down here that you might want to work out. I'll be back. Guys, I'm so excited because as I was looking for gold paper, I came across like a stash of the pastel kind of auto ship paper that I had from Anna Griffin, so we'll complete this with some of that. Now, I can see that this missed the very top for some reason, but it's just right there. Do you see that? So I can either run it through again or just go ahead and cut it. I don't think it's the die. It's basically my machine. When I ran it through, it skipped that little bit. So I'm going to probably, there's a couple things we could do. Just run it through again. I usually don't do this here since this came off. I can follow with my scissors, especially because we're going to cover that up anyway, exactly the same. Or you can just run it back through and just get that little bit gone, but I'll just do this. That way I don't miss my die cut up, possibly, if I run it through again. You know? Ooh, I actually missed quite a bit. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to follow the little lines that the die had left, and I'll be right back. So I put this over here, and we have these pieces. So again, that one cut out no problem. It's just, whatever reason, it hit that little bump, and I was willing to not run it through since we're going to cover it anyway. This guy, I try to center it within these lines so that it would be kind of symmetrical a little bit. So there we have that. And, oh, I can make a little ruffle from this if I wanted to. This bit that's left, just that little strip. Something to think about. Let's take that off. Okay. So we have these guys. Okay, again, our die came in like this. So, you know, I'm going to fold it this way. And then this guy, this little tab, we're going to fold it also in because you're going to stick it to this. Okay? That glue. So it is a little bit rough edge over here facing us now. If you want to do it the other way with this facing up, it's going to be the rough edge, and then the nice one up here, you know, whatever it is that you like to do. Just think about that as you're planning your card. And I suppose we can just go ahead and stick this down. Lots of patterns. See what I think about that in a minute. I like using wet glues because unless you rip something, it's not going to come apart. But of course, in the images there, she's showing to use like tape. So I'm going to line it up down here so I don't spread the glue around where I don't want it. And sometimes she'll say, like, don't pay attention to this or that, like line it up left to right or not up and down, you know, I don't know. For me, that's where I'm starting. And then just kind of looking up here, and I think that's good. I know it's kind of busy, so let me see if I can show you where that ended up. Kind of a little bit of ridge around there, this top part. Very busy. And then, you know, as you're decorating this, oh my goodness, look at all these pieces that are still in here. I thought they were gone. Still a little work to do. I'm just gonna get rid of these. You know, sometimes, and you'll see Anna's examples, this will be popped up so that you have, you can tuck flowers underneath or curlicues or flourishes, whatever it is, you know, however you want to put this down. I feel like I'm going to go ahead and stick this one down, and oh man, that's tough because this has its own delicate nature and there's not a lot that you can do under this to make it sturdier, you know, unless you cut it off a few times. Okay, let's go ahead and stick it down. And then what I'll do is dress it up with some of the other, like the little Ferris wheel, this part. Maybe I'll put a piece of dimensional adhesive under each little area there. And as you can see, I left some pieces without glue. I'm not trying to stay here for hours putting glue behind each spoke. And there's that guy, centered. Okay. In the meantime, I said I want to do something like pink, huh? So let's run this through some pink paper. Let me put this, see how that's already picking up. I'm going to pop something on top of that. And even some weight on top of that. Sorry about my little pile of mess here now. We have all these pretty papers from that pastel pack, like I had mentioned. So, you know, I have this pink piece here that might be ready for that. We have some light blue. How cute is that? Okay, so maybe this guy will run it through here. Ooh, purple. Purple. Blue's really cute. I don't remember what's on the paper. I guess it's in front of me over here. Got a lot of blue. Alright, fine. Let's go with purple for the little basket ring. Sorry, my camera doesn't like reflective stuff, so there you go. But we'll put that through again. It has embossing, so whatever you want to do to get that going. Then we have other pieces, and maybe I need to make some of those solid again. So maybe for this one, I'll bring back a little bit of this floral paper since it's here, and maybe we'll just run it through one of the areas, maybe here. And then this little guy, let's go ahead and run that through some purple again, just to bring purple back in. And that'll be that. And then we have this guy that we can use or not use for your stopper. A lot of times I end up using like a flower sticker or something that's dimensional. So something to think about, but I'll leave that to the side for now. These pieces. I just want to show you the rest of this one. And again, they do have some embossing. So if you want that to really come to life, then use something that's going to do that for you. On this one you can barely tell, so no big deal. And then we have this guy that I'm going to go ahead and clean out completely. Sometimes things will want to get stuck like really into your magnetic if you're using a mat like this, so just kind of, instead of picking at it, I just kind of push it away. And so we'll clean this out and whatever else is on this, and I'll be right back. We have these pieces, and like I said, this one to me is very delicate, so I'm going to go ahead and just glue it down. Yeah, I guess you just find a spot where you're comfy, the way it looks. It kind of matches up here. This one does have a little extra ridge where this doesn't. I suppose if you wanted to put this behind it, you could even do that just to get some more texture, but something like that. I feel like they need to line up. What are we looking at here? Yeah, they just have it lined up on the spokes. Some of them are showing that they doubled them up, it looks like. Again, as I was wondering, maybe to make it a little sturdier. And again, I'm sorry about the way the lighting makes it really dark. That's just how it's going to read this. But, oh, hello. Let's put the lid on this guy. You know, I usually put glue on the back of my hand, and I would do that, but this is kind of a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and use my precision tip that kept spinning for some reason. And let's get that going. Very nice and thin bead on here. I'm going to do this whole area. You know, if there are flowers that you want to put behind this and stuff like that, you probably want to do that now. Or if you're putting some big kind of flowers, it'll help this maybe pop up, because if you have a set here and a set here, I didn't think about that. I just went for it. So there you go. But I'm lining these guys up, I think. You can offset them too. That'd be pretty. I'm going to put something on that to hold that down, because obviously it's going to be a little minute with kind of a shiny paper. It takes a little minute. So I'm going to put something on top of that. And I'm always switching out base pieces. I was going to say I just use the different machines piece, but that's okay. Let me put this on here and pop this guy on here. And in the meantime, I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of these guys. So let's see which one works better. The Vianney Griffin ones. I have the little guys, and then I have thicker, like these guys are really small. I think we'll go with the medium one, because it'll cover more area, the medium size guys. And I think they'll fit behind there no problem. I mean, they might be more noticeable. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so I'm going to place all these and take the backings off of them, and I will be right back. Placing these on here, I was just thinking, I don't know if I want to put glue tabs everywhere, because what if I want to stick like some flowers behind? And these definitely have a way to go, because obviously the cups need to be up and not like falling out. So I left this bottom area open, which is kind of funny, but the top one still is not, they're just covered, but I didn't really push them down either, so if I wanted to remove something, I guess I could, but I think at this point I'm just going to put flowers down towards the bottom that can be tucked underneath. I think they're all removed, not this one. But again, if you're placing it and you want to maybe make some changes, then just don't push down when you put this guy on here. But let's see. Ooh, that's a little tricky. Okay, I'm not going to push completely, but this one doesn't have anything underneath anyway. So this set, I think my paper pack had some kind of flowers, didn't it? Let's see. It has a few things. Let's not misplace those little guys. Oh, this thing has tons of stuff. So this is the Annalise paper crafting kit. Should have known that from the beginning. But you know, I haven't put anything on here. Oh my gosh. Miranda would love this. You Are My Sunshine. Blessed me out and measure it. So this is us. A lot of these have to do with like scrapbooking. And so just keep that in mind as far as that. But look at that. You Are My Sunshine. And then maybe tuck some little, there's flourishes in here. There's bigger ephemera. There's smaller ones. There are obviously tons of flowers. Oh my goodness, how pretty. So this is white already as it is. If I've tucked, I like the look of these flowers, but it's very, Miranda needs color, you guys. So let's say maybe something like this can be tucked in here. Okay, and then we're gonna think about this guy. Is he laying back? Do we have it popped up? I don't really mind if it lays back, so I'm going to put this. You can also pop this up so that this, you know, take some of that in, but that's all right. So let's put it here. Cute. Ah. Okay. And then we have that purple spot. I don't want to pick up, but there we go. Okay. I need to really hold these guys down. I mean, that does bring some color back if I want to go with the white again. Let me hold this down, then we'll decide where we want to put some flowers, but we have that. This is kind of an interesting spray. I don't know if it's supposed to go like this. I feel like it goes like this, doesn't it? I don't know, the way the flowers are facing there. Lots of pretty flowers in here. Okay, maybe that one. Hold on. Maybe that one goes here, because then it brings some of that white in, but it also has pretty flowers. Okay. And then something else. I don't know. You know me. Less is more. Like, I wouldn't mind just having something like that. I do want this pink flower to show more though, so maybe up here. Okay. So I probably still need some dimensionals under here. Something like that. We'll get this figured out. Yeah, because it's going to hang off the side over there. And then maybe another, okay, well let me kind of play around with what's in here and see if I can just tuck something else in just to get some more flowers or something. And I'll be right back. I don't like covering up too much, but at the same time I want to do something fun. So I think this looks nice. What I have to do is pick up some of these bits though to get this kind of tucked in better. So again, I had put dimensionals back there and they are doing their job. Maybe something like that. Just trying to get those curlies out of the way there. So I'm just going to pop some glue behind here. Yes, this is a sticker and it doesn't have to have glue, but I didn't use it that way. So let's push those down. I'm going to push them down now. And I guess I'm just going to leave this top area empty. I don't know. It's kind of coming down like this is what I'm planning. And this sticker is interesting. It's already dimensional. Actually, it's missing part of its dimension here, so maybe I still need to put one in there. I was going to say, I think I can get away with just using this as the support, but let's go ahead and add dimensional in here to help keep that open. And again, this is a sticker, and I can actually take the back off of this. Ooh, goodness, yes, I poked myself right in my palm. No worries. Okay, I'm going to put this down in here. You know, a little bit of that stickiness is going to be There we go. I just kind of want it there as the support, so how about that? And, you know, put a little glue. Not super necessary. I am going to hold all this down in just a minute. If that's where I have my You Are My Sunshine, I kind of wanted that there. I brought some flowers just to add some more color, but I don't know. Maybe there? Sure. I'll put glue on that. Slide those right in there. Oh, there we go. That's cute. See? Happy little, this kind of got on top of this sticker, and I think that looks cute. So I'm going to put a little dimensional on the back of this guy. I'm not going to take the stickiness off of this. Okay, so I'm going to let the little flower go on top like that. So just in this top area, and then everywhere else I'm going to put some glue, even though I'm not sure where it's actually going to be touching. But somewhere in there will be touching. Cute. Okay, so I'm going to hold that down, this down, everything is being held down, and I'll be right back, and then we'll see about the stopper. Now this You Are My Sunshine could have been the stopper, and that'd be really cute too, but I guess we'll go with some flowers. Okay, guys, so that is what I have right now. Lots of flowers, lots of patterns in the background, busyness. We haven't even tried the easel yet, so whenever you glue it, just make sure you didn't glue it completely down, right? So just give it a quick check. There is a lot going on in this one, but very pretty. And you know, I wanted to use flowers to be my stopper, so I grabbed these flowers because I like the way these are kind of lined up. And as I put them down, you know, that kind of helps out. And I was kind of looking at them. I thought that'd be cute, I suppose, like here. And then I saw this little bee, and I was like, maybe I can incorporate this bee also somehow. But the bee is going to have to be in here in a way that I can still stop the card. So maybe there? Sure. Okay. And I'm going to glue this with glue just to make sure it's really down. Also, this is a sticker, but I just want to do that. And again, I'm kind of eyeballing it so that when I put the bee on here, the bee is also acting as a helper. About the same height as the other flower. This guy. You know what I'm saying? Along the same kind of edge there. So that's probably good right there. Okay, and I'm going to also go... What did I just say? And I'm going to also put glue behind him there. Okay. And he's kind of tucked in. I don't know if you can tell. It's underneath one of the layers of the flower there. I'm going to hold those down, and then we'll check it all out. Okay, guys, so that's my easel stopper. It's just some flowers down here, down on that little stripe there. Obviously, you probably want to put, like, something in here to help you write your message or whatever, because we have this paper, and then that's what it looks like when it's all closed up. And this is what it looks like when it's open. And it's a very sweet set. Really cute. Miranda's definitely going to take this. I'll leave it out for her, actually, so that way when she walks in, she'll be... So there it is. Again, pretty easy with all the different pieces it has. I love that she's including that more and more. Again, back in the day, it was a little bit of a pain to have to do your own fussy cutting. Now, this strip here, I was saying that maybe I can make into like a little ruffle. And so I'm just lining that up as best I can to cut off the little amount that's left there. And I'll show you real quick if you haven't seen my video on that. It's 12 inches long, and it ended up being just about an inch, over an inch. And again, when you make your ruffles, just kind of manipulate them this way and that way. If I remember, I will link the actual tutorial, because right now I'm just going to do something quick, something like that, and then back towards this way, and up that way. And this could have been part of our project if I wanted it to, but I just decided to show you real quick right now at the end. Keeping it kind of tight, so I might end up having 4 little ruffles on this one. I'm gonna have to make that happen because maybe a little bit wider on that one. There we go. This is a little tiny one at the end. So you just kind of hold them down, give it a good one of these, and then you can glue it down. You can run it through, you know, your sewing machine, which is my preference. What did I do here? There we go. Like, why is it not? And then just run it through your sewing machine, and you'll have a cute little ruffle, and you can dovetail it on the ends if you would like. I probably do that after I sew it, so I don't want to do it now. And just another way to use your paper. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description box, and I will have images coming up, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.